this bulletin, veteran tour leader to the Middle East turns 90. Sanitarium's employees donate blood to the Red Cross. And a New Zealand college has been a refuge from evil for 100 years. This is the InFocus News. Hello, I'm David Gibbons. He may be down, but he's not out. Archaeologist, publisher and television presenter David Down turns 90 this week, and he'll celebrate it by taking 51 people on his 24th archaeological dig into the Middle East. They'll visit Egypt, Jordan, Israel and Turkey.
When we're excavating, we find lots of things. Some people think that we might only find one or two things, but we find hundreds of things every day. It might be just broken pieces of pottery, but they tell us something.
David Down retired as a church pastor when he was 65, but he has continued to run digs for the past 25 years. His greatest find being a tomb in Israel that had not been opened for 2,300 years. $300,000 has just been allocated to 26 churches in developing countries of the South Pacific. The Church Planting and Global Mission Committee of the Seventh-day Adventist Church had excess funds to distribute from the Hands Across the World offering that was collected in 1995. Scores of churches were built across the South Pacific region before the year 2000.
They always are needing church buildings and building materials which they can't normally afford, so the Hands Across the World offering is providing funds for building much needed churches in the Pacific.
Grants from $3,000 for a small village chapel to $70,000 for a town church have now been assigned. 72 high school students in Sydney have requested on-campus Bible studies and 17 want to be baptised. The Strathfield campus of the Sydney Adventist College, New South Wales, ran a week of spiritual emphasis featuring youth pastor Tim Gillespie. Gillespie came from Loma Linda University Church in California, and he amused, inspired and challenged students and staff as he spoke frankly about his own journey with God.
Well, this week was really significant for me because I learned the real meaning of praise and worship.
I've always got someone there that I can talk to and trust.
Many staff at the Sanitarium Health Food Company's head office and factory donated blood this week. They joined the national You Can Too blood donation drive initiated by the Seventh-day Adventist Church during Easter this year. The head office and factory staff at Berkeley Vale, New South Wales contacted the Australian Red Cross Blood Service and organised a mobile unit to visit their factory for the day.
It's just very convenient being here at work.
I feel it's the right thing to do and everyone will benefit from my donations.
It doesn't worry me, I'm used to them now.
2 people living with HIV were among the presenters at a recent HIV and AIDS mainstreaming workshop held in Lae, Papua New Guinea. They talked openly about their experiences with the stigma, discrimination and rejection. The workshop was run by the Seventh-day Adventist Church Health Department and involved other AusAid partnered Christian churches. The Salvation Army reported they are working with villages to take ownership of a solution to the epidemic. Adventists have shown leadership in dealing with the HIV/AIDS problem in the country. Late last year, the church produced a documentary on the issue which was shown on national television. A former principal of a New Zealand college says that it has been a refuge from evil for 100 years. Dr. John Hammond was principal of Longburn College at Palmerston North near Wellington for 4 years between 1986 and 1989. More than 1,000 people from all over New Zealand, former pupils, staff and teachers, travelled to the college to celebrate its 100 years of providing Christian education. Hammond, who was one of the keynote speakers, likened the college to the ancient schools of the prophets in Israel.
It was set up and has just been that bulwark against evil, and it has let its light shine for 100 years.
At least 3 other Adventist schools have celebrated their centenaries recently, including Carmel College, Western Australia, Prescott College in South Australia and Wahroonga Adventist School in New South Wales. And in this week's record, recent conferences endorsed the Adventist health message, Mountain View Adventist College celebrates 40 years, And in the letters column, the President of the Solomon Islands Mission gives 7 reasons why the 100,000 member goal is attainable. If you have a story to share on the weekly news, please contact us, and it helps if you can let us know before the event so we can get good images. That's the news for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm David Gibbons.